So, it's been a bit of a weird weekend of football. So before I begin with WTF, there's a few things that I kind of feel I need to clear up, because man, there are a lot of arseholes out there, aren't there? There really are. And first things first, apparently by giving my opinion on something, I am being biased. Yeah, you know what? You couldn't actually be any more further from the truth. I mean, seriously, you're in a different galaxy. You're on your own fucking planet. And hey, congratulations, because you're probably the first person to actually discover that planet. So, good job, well done. At least we fucked up this Earth. So when we move, at least we've got somewhere else to go to. So thank you. You've done a good job there. Yeah. So, given my opinions, apparently being biased, and then I've had a whole load of West Ham fans, as expected, jump in on the comments. Oh, what about the obvious penalty? No. Look, I've actually gone back and I've looked at it again. I shouldn't have to do that, but I've done it just to prove a fucking point. Not one of the penalty shouts within that game was obvious. I don't care what anyone says. And I've gone back and I've looked at the goal, and I'm still sticking with my opinion that it was offside. You know? And people are saying, oh yeah, I've got loads of Mackem friends that they've said it was onside. It doesn't matter. I've got loads of friends that have turned around and said that it was offside. So, it's an opinion. Get over your fucking self, alright? I mean, what's this world coming to, Narrow-minded idiots. And, me being biased, no. I would, for fuck's sake, being biased. If I want to be biased, I would say Sunderland are fucking fantastic all season long. Apparently I can't call my own team shite. Yes, Sunderland have been shite. I've said that on more than one occasion. More than one occasion. Believe you me, I have. And I know Sunderland's shite. Are they getting better? Yes. The signs are there that they're getting better. Of course they are. But it's going to be a long run. It really will be a long run and a long fucking season, that's for sure. So, this leads me around again to the whole comments thing. Right, there's going to be, scrap the old rules, it's going to be simple. There's new rules in place, and there's only 3 of them. Alright? Number 1, never, ever disrespect me or my family within the comments, okay? It's as simple as that. I've got 2 kids, a third on the way, okay? Anyone does that, it's simple. You can get fucking gone. You're gone. You're be added to that block list, because that list is getting longer with these vile, disgusting little excuses for human beings that are leaving vile comments. Okay, number 2, speak common sense. I mean, it's not that hard. If you think my video is crap, fair enough. I'm all for banter. I'm certainly all for banter. Don't cross the line. Vile comments is a no-no, and instantly you'll be gone. It's as simple as that, okay? And by vile, I don't mean, if you call me, oh, you sad cunt, you sad Mackem bastard, oh, you're a fucking idiot, oh, fuck all about football, which I clearly do, by the way. I've proven it on more than one occasion, so you just have to go back and have a look, really, yeah? So there's your theory blown out the water straight away. But yeah, anything like that, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with banter, fucking 4.5 years in the army, trust me. I know a lot better banter than half these so-called football fans that leave comments, down below. And yeah, and they're not worth it. The old saying, not worth pissing on if they're on fire. That is probably a more truer saying for vile comments than anything else, really. I can't really sum that up, so just don't do it. And number 3, it's simple for the comments. Number 3, your opinion matters. I don't care who you support. I don't care whether you're a Newcastle fan, Middlesbrough fan, West Ham, Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal. I don't care if you support fucking Sea and Red Star. It's fine. You're allowed your opinion, and I will never, ever begrudge anyone of that. Okay, but when it comes to daft little thing, fuck all about football, I'll prove you wrong. I'll always prove you wrong. You call me a sad bastard, I'll call you a fucking little twat back, and that's the banter side of it. You've given your opinion, you call me a twat, I'll give my opinion, and so on, and that's what it's about, okay? it's not just all Sunderland now. Hence why I'm doing this WTF series. You know, a lot of positive feedback from it, by the way. So thank you to all of you out there. And you know, I want to know your emotions on your game as well. You know, whether you're an Arsenal fan. I mean, Arsenal drawing with Middlesbrough. Luckily, drawing with Middlesbrough, I might add. You know, what were your feelings on that game? Things like that. You know, the Blitzkrieg gamer, he nailed the comments section for that Sunderland game. He really did, because he sent out his emotion within the comments as to how gutted and heartbroken he was. And you don't believe me? Just go back to that final whistle video and read his comment. You know, so it's simple, guys. You know, your comment, if you leave a vile, disgusting, racist, sexist, absurd, vile comment, it'll get deleted and you'll get added to the block list and you'll be done. It's as simple as that. And no fucking about now. I haven't got time to be fucking about. Yeah, I've got a million and one things to do. I've got FIFA live streams I'm doing. I've got things I'm planning to do on FIFA. On top of that, I'm getting ready for Christmas with the kids and the missus. That's stressful enough. I'm working at the same point, taking the kids to school as well. And then, to top it off, we've got a newborn that's due on the 18th of December. You know, I haven't got time for silly, pathetic little fools. Anyway, I've had long enough. What the Football, episode 8. So it's going to be a quick, brief one. So you had Arsenal and Middlesbrough, as I just touched on. You know, drawing 0-0, and that was Middlesbrough's. That was Middlesbrough's to win. It was theirs to win. It really was. And how they didn't come away with the victory, I don't know. Arsenal, they weren't bad, but they looked like the sort of side, you know, when Arsenal dip in form whenever they're on for a title race, as they always do. That's what's happening at the minute. That's what looks like happening. They've had their massive spell of shipping in goals, and now they're starting to dip down. Which probably, you know, Arsenal fans, you'll probably agree, it's a case of the older, typical, you know. But Arsenal, they're going to need to pick up the pace, and you know, they play Sunderland next. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Sunderland can maybe even steal a draw against them as well. Granted, I mean, if we have the 20-minute spell that West Ham had, we will be 4-0 down inside the first 20 minutes. Easily, without a shadow of a doubt, and that's for sure. So there you go. You see, be biased? No. Honest opinion. You know what I mean? There's my point proven yet again. So we're going to quickly move on. So Burnley beating Everton. Everton looked absolutely diabolical in this game. I mean, at times they're defending. It was more shoddy than what Sunderland's was. And I mean, this is against Burnley. You know, no offence, Burnley fans, you know. It's you know, could it be the same old season for you? Keep stealing results like that? Probably not. We're going to go to Bournemouth now. Bournemouth versus Tottenham. And a lot of people say I'm quite biased against referees. I have a hatred for referees. No, I don't. I've done a referee's course. I know how much of a hard job they have sometimes. Not all the time. Half the time they're born fucking liars. But, you know. So I know the laws of the game. You know, anyone doesn't like that, then that's just tough shit, you know. Fucking screw you. Simple, really. And the only two things I have are the fact near the end Bournemouth could have won it. The fact Bournemouth should have won it. Because of the fact that not only should Spurs have had Lamella sent off for an obvious second bookable offence, that dirty bastard Sissoko should have been off as well for that elbow. But thankfully, the FA have charged him with violent conduct. Bye-bye Sissoko. I do believe this isn't the first time he's been charged with it either. If I'm right, I think it might be the second. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure I read somewhere it could be the second time, in which case he could easily get a 4 or 5 match ban, which is very interesting. So we're going to quickly move on as well. Liverpool breezed past West Brom. Leicester actually found a win somehow. I know I can't comment on that being a Sunderland fan because I don't know what winning is. Like Michael Bauer said, it's overrated really, isn't it, winning? So yeah, Leicester breezed past Crystal Palace, to be honest with you. Goal scorers there. Surprisingly not Jamie Vardy, which is very interesting. Musa, Okazaki and Fuchs. Is it Fuchs? Fuchs? Oh, fuck yeah, Fuchs. There you go. So I'm going to move on to Sunday. No, we're not going to stick with Saturday actually because we need to check Hartlepool because I haven't checked the result yet. I'll give them a shout out as I always do. Hartlepool lost 3-1 to Leyton Orient. Well, they actually took the lead in that game as well, 1-0. Oh dear. So in the table, Hartlepool are now sitting 17th, 16 points. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. You know, 4 above the relegation spot, I believe it is. Yep, 4 above it. Yep. No, 5. No, I can't even count. 3. Fuck's sake, I can't even count. 3. 3 above it. Jesus Christ, see, I'm losing the plot. Never do quick YouTube videos. So we're going to move on to Manchester City versus Southampton. I mean, this one, how on earth, how on God's green earth, Manchester City didn't win this, I do not know. It was unbelievable. But, you know, credit to Southampton, they stuck to the guns. They even took the lead in the game through Nathan Redmond, good little goal as well. And then, finally, we've got, this has to be mentioned as the last thing as well. Oh, Jose, you came and you got thrashed at Stamford. Oh, Jose Mourinho's return to Stamford Bridge ended in a Halloween horror show, didn't it? It's not even Halloween yet. It's still a week away. Poor Jose Mourinho, honestly. You've got to feel for him. But to be fair to United, the challenge by David Luiz, Jesus Christ, that could have earned about 15 red cards on the day, put it that way. To be honest with you, it was ridiculous. It really was. And again, luckily because of the rules, you know, I'd be surprised if the FA don't take any sort of retrospective action, because it was a blatantly obvious red card. Obviously, it depends if the referee's mentioned it in his report or not, shit like that, you know. But yeah, I only saw one of the goals in this game, and it was through Eden Hazard, who looked unstoppable. Unbelievable. Eden Hazard is my player of the weekend by far. Because he was just a menace to Manchester United. He tore them apart, and it just makes you think, you know, they spent, you know, was it 86 million on Paul Pogba? And you think, 86 million? I'm a Sunderland fan. I wouldn't have Paul Pogba at fucking Sunderland the way he's playing at the minute. I don't even think a Newcastle fan would have him at Newcastle. You know, it's just 86 million pounds worth of, you know, it's just, oh, he's terrible, isn't he? They need to really up the ante and do some fucking hot, you know, some really hot signings in that January transfer window to help Pogba play in the role that he can play in. Yeah, so Chelsea romped away with it, and Conte apparently wasn't laughing and taking the piss out of Jose Mourinho. You fucking were. You know you fucking were. You know, Mourinho's old club thrashing his current club. You are gonna take the piss. So the worst player of the weekend, well, this one, it's a little tough because there hasn't actually really been anybody that bad. So the only reason I can give it to, it has to be Musa Sissoko, simply for that elbow. It was ridiculous. It was, you know, the David Luiz challenge, that was ridiculous. But Sissoko was in a league of his own. So he's the worst player of the weekend. Hazard, as I've just said, the best player of the weekend. The game to watch, right, and the game of the weekend is Chelsea Man United any day. It has to be. Chelsea get the final laugh over Mourinho. What more can you say, really? So leave your comments below. If you like the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the True Mackem. Good God, Sunderland vs Southampton tomorrow in the Cup. It's going to be awful, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely awful. Personally, I think we should get dumped out. I'm going to say Southampton win it 2-0. Yeah, so I'll touch on that more in the preview for the Arsenal game. Heaven for fucking bid. And I will see you all for that preview.